something that's been blowing up on the internet, and now Michael Bay is taking this project and developing a TV show, TV series, a movie series. There's a bunch of people behind it, and I want to talk about, well, Skibidi Toilet. Can we talk about Skibidi Toilet? We have to, GR says. Let's talk about Skibidi Toilet, everybody. Digital video game shorts and games out there. Skibidi Toilet. Ahead to, in the future, we're talking about long-form content coming forward. No short-term anymore. TV and film treatment created by Michael Bay, and they're pushing it forward. Now they're getting the rights for it. Paramount Pictures president Adam Goodman's also behind this, former president. He wants to make this happen, of course, at like 46 million subscribers, something like that. It's insane. It blows my mind. Because of that, it was all based off this, like in 2023, release a video of this head popping out of a toilet and singing a little song. And then all of a sudden, now you have like a whole post-apocalyptic world where there's men, like there's like I guess human beings in toilets that are androids, and androids are it's crazy. But in February 7th, 2023, this actually came out with Alexei Gersimov released this, and now it blew up his whole platform, and we're getting this. There was like 70 like 1 to 5 minute epic series, these like little videos, and it's an infinity escalating war between the toilets and the cyborgs. So there we go, toilets v cyborgs. But it's like the toilet cyborg style. It's wild. But then again, stuff like this on social media does blow up, on YouTube does blow up, and they're entertaining. And they're thinking about making an animated
with the children, as they
the say. Children. Yeah, the children love toilets, but they want to make this like a hybrid animated live action. I don't know. 43.5 million subscribers. I was off a little bit. 43.5. But Skibidi Toilet is coming to a screen near you. I never heard of this before. Lexi told me about it, and I went online like, oh my God, this has a following. And of course, when you have like 43.6 million subscribers, that's just asking for a big studio to come in and make something out of it. It's original. It's very original. And again, it's just based off of one little idea that just snowballed into this whole concept of this different kind of post-apocalyptic toilet cyborg war. And I have no idea. Like, it's interesting. It's different. So I'm like, yes, let's go for it. Michael Bay. They're saying something like his next Turtles project. Like, oh, he's going to make it like as we're gonna have merchandise. We're going to have comic books. We're going to go into this world. We're going to make it everything. We're going to have t-shirts, like Spaceball, the t-shirts. It's going to go nuts. It's going to beat the Pooniverse, everybody. That's their hope. That's their dream. Will it happen? I don't know. I mean, you don't really have that.
Pooniverse! More old and out of touch than when I learned that this is what the youngs are into now. Like,
Rachel, are you excited about this at all? Does this make sense that Michael Bay would do this?
I am broken by this concept. I understand that not all media is for me anymore. I'm in my 30s now. I need to pass the torch to the they don't market to me anymore. I am marketability irrelevant anymore. They want the youngs. So you go ahead and you get the young. If this is what's going to get them, oh no, I am the toilet. Oh no, no.
Right in the middle of it.
This is not giving Riz. The aura here is bad. This is Ohio. I'm throwing out all the young slang that I've learned on TikTok.
Skibidi bop 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 skibidi bop bop bop.
So, Lexi and I were like, "What the fuck even is this?" So we pull up like a compilation of like the first 3 or 4 Skibidi videos, and we just sat there in stunned silence, not understanding what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
And I feel like this happens to every generation. There's something, I'm sure, GR, you saw something when your kids or grandkids were watching it and you went, what the fuck is this? I'm reaching that point in my life now.
Skibidi don't.
The club.
Skibidi don't.
Skibidi don't. And having someone like Michael Bay attached to this is insane to me. But at least there'll be cool explosions.
It's my favorite.
Cool explosions, a lot of lens flare.
If this is what the youth wants and what they will enjoy, let them have it. Who am I to come in and rain in their parade? I'm not here to shit in their Skibidi toilet. They can enjoy.
they're gonna add some kind of young 18-year-old girl to be running alongside the toilet face creature floating in the sky.
Oh my gosh, she'll be there with
maybe Mark Wahlberg will be the Skibidi head. It'll be Mark Wahlberg in a toilet.
Michelle will be the toilet.
Hey, let's go. We get out of here. And he'll be like in a toilet floating around. Skibidi, what are we doing? What are we doing? Before I go to Lexi, I'm going to go to GR fast here. GR, is this a Skibidi do or a Skibidi don't for you?
Skibidi do.
Skibidi flush is what that is.
Do you see any kind of entertainment value at all in this, GR?
Not only no, but fuck no.
Come on, GR. I mean, all the heads all
popping out of a toilet. You know, where's the entertainment value in that? What is? It's not funny. It's not serious. It's just, in a word, one word will cover it all. Stupid.
GR is not going to theaters day one to watch Skibidi Toilet.
How about never?
It's not garbage. It's sewage. We've covered. There's a toilet here.
There's this is sewer talk right now, everybody.
Lever on the toilet, just push it down and get rid of them.
But some people might be excited about this. Again, 43.6 million people have been watching these.
43.6 million stupid people on this in our country, in the world.
What can I say? I mean, somebody that sells something and makes it actually successful, you got to give them some kind of props. Okay, Lexi, let's go to you. You've been wanting to talk about Skibidi Toilet. I get it. I get why it's being made. Big Skibidi fan. I get why it's being made, but like, where do you go? Is this going to be like a epic series, 3-picture deal with a spin-off series that takes place like Skibidi side stories? Like, what are we going to get with this, Lexi? What can Michael Bay bring to this franchise to make it successful on the big screen?
So, Skibidi Toilet. I heard about this a while back. Like, I'm someone who is very interested in all of the internet's culture. I'm going to take a bit of time here, if you don't mind. If you're familiar with CoComelon is also a YouTube thing. I don't want to go into a big thing, but the thing that makes CoComelon successful, it's a psychology thing, right? So
CoComelon is for those of the audience who don't know what it is. It's entertainment intended for like toddlers.
Right. Oh. And the people who are creating internet content for kids right now, if you understand the history of children's entertainment, there's a lot of laws and rules and restrictions that were created throughout the years that make children's entertainment that is made specifically for the television and theater. There's a certain very strict rule set you have to follow. There's a certain education level that has to be in there. There's a certain degree of pacing that things have to follow in order for attention spans to be created for kids to have educational level attention spans. I don't know if that made sense the way I said that or not. But there's a way that you pace stuff, okay? Like, think about the time frame that you pace things, anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds, right? If you pace the amount of time that you're showing somebody something and you're constantly moving things on the screen. So, for instance, with CoComelon, the pacing is always, the shot is always moving and they're always cutting. So every 3 to 5 seconds, there is a continuous cut of the action and there is a continuous pacing of things. And so what this does is, with your mind as a child, it builds a level of attention span where you can ingest content in a rapid fire succession, if that makes sense. So what would be something for like an adult like GR, and I mean this sincerely, like at GR's age and level, the way that he was raised and the way that content was given to him throughout the years, his developmental rate of how he has been taught to ingest content, he wouldn't ingest content the way that like a kid who's been raised on Skibidi Toilet or CoComelon would ingest content. So kids are being given things like Skibidi Toilet. The rate at which Skibidi Toilet moves, specifically the frame rate, the content, the timing, the pacing. Each one of these are 15 seconds long, approximately.
The extreme short form content.
Right. There is something about that basically fucks with a kid's head, and sort of creates a sort of ADHD almost, like can kind of creates like sort of ADHD symptoms like them. They're not exactly ADHD, but you'll get what I'm saying with that sort of comment. And so Gen Alpha is an iPad generation. They're giving these kids a lot of
I can't read it, but I do see that it is a toilet.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's his Skibidi Toilet. So
do you remember the disco era?
I've heard about it.
Advertisement for a group of clubs called Bobby McGee's.
I think I know what you're talking about.
We back in Vegas, we had a bar called the Double Down where they serve shots of what's called ass juice in little toilet shot glasses.
I remember
They used to serve drinks in this one at a disco.
Yeah, but going back to like kind of what I was saying.
Sorry,
so the way
I had to show
no, you're totally cool.
Okay. Well, it just shows that toilets aren't an original advertising shot.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
As long as people have been shitting in toilets, we've been laughing at toilets.
Skibidi, yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, I saw for Halloween they put all of the Universal monsters on toilets and sold them.
Yeah, I like Michaels. They have like
Michaels,
shitting monsters. And Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe.
Shitty monsters, that's cute.
Yeah. So, but the way that Gen Alpha ingests entertainment, basically, I know CoComelon now has like a huge brand deal. Like there's a lot of CoComelon content out in the world, and that you can buy it at like Target and stuff like that. So that's something that came out of YouTube. That's not a network television thing. Blippi is something that also came out of YouTube. But Blippi, he also
Brian's secret alter ego.
Yep.
Well, he does. But if you pay attention to how Blippi paces his content too, it's the same thing. It's rapid fire, rapid fire, rapid fire. So when we go to Skibidi Toilet caught on with kids, and kids were losing their shit about this. They love it. And if you're in schools, kids in the schools are like, yeah, I love this. This is my favorite thing. And they were all just going nuts for this. And it became a big thing. And the creator's Russian. And he made it with Counter-Strike mods. So it's made with like, the old Counter-Strike video game mods. So he's not even using any kind of like, he's self-created, using a video game mod. He's just using the mods, and he makes his content. And it's actually full of like political content. It's not really for kids. It's not really like, it's weird. It's weird.
It's really for anybody. I think it's.
I don't really think it's for anybody.
Western European surrealism type art projects that happened to get a misunderstood audience.
Right. And hearing you talk about the story from it, Brian, the story that you've talked about, kids came up with that story, because if you look at it, I don't see any story in it at all. I don't see any story. I don't see any whatever. But like, they have told me, kids have told me the story. Kids have said, yeah, this is what's going on, and this is how it is. And it's like, so the kids have like watched this.
Can't we see how this maybe? I'm gonna go on a walk here. Kids' brains are developing to process thoughts faster because of short form content. And they are also using creativity to engage with the content. So, in a way, isn't this just kind of a next form of sort of children's entertainment? Because, like,
it eliminates aspects of the play, though. It eliminates the toy. It eliminates the hand creativity. It eliminates certain aspects of what are important.
I'm not saying it should be their only form of entertainment, but, like, is it as evil as us olds are making it seem?
But it's really targeting kids. Like, this seems like a weird thing to target. But I guess potty talk. I guess that's what people like. Kids like. So
I don't think it was targeting anybody. I think kids found it.
I think CoComelon's a little bit more appropriate for a kid. I think this is really inappropriate for kids. And I think the guy who makes it, especially if you watch, remember that thing I was watching with you about the Russians? I don't know if you remember that, Rachel, about the guy who made that thing about going and blowing up Putin and going and blowing up Russia and all that kind of stuff. He made this like 30-minute video and he had to take it down. That's the guy who made Skibidi Toilet. That same guy who made that 30-minute video. And he also doesn't believe in what Ukraine is doing either. And he also made anti-Ukraine content, and he's also made anti-American content, and he's also made anti-whatever content. So like the guy who made it's kind of just insane. Like he's just out of his mind insane, and he's using, CS mods to make this content, and he has full access to creating it. And so he's about to make a lot of money. And I'll be honest with you, I see the meaning for Michael Bay. Do you remember the episode of South Park when Michael Bay was talking about how he makes his movies? And he's like, it's all like, whoa,
yeah.
That's how he pitched it. He was like, we're going to have toilets. Let's go,
like, it's going to be like these toilets. And it's like, and I was like, you know what? I want this movie. I want this movie so fucking bad. I'm like, Michael Bay wants to make this movie. Michael Bay wants to make a movie about flying toilets that launch missiles and fight people with cameras for heads. I am so fucking here for
this is
movie.
our generation's fault, Lexi.
I want this movie so fucking bad. He's gonna get $1 million. He's gonna get $100 million.
Oh, $100 million, 150 maybe.
He is Michael Bay. I want to see $100 million spent on a stupid fucking 15-second cartoon movie. Based on that, I want to see the toy line. I want to see the shirts. I want to see the madness that comes from this. I want to see kids walking around. You know what?
Michael Bay kind of looks like the Skibidi guy. They have a very similar facial structure.
I want to see Michael Bay's head as the head on the toilets. I want this movie more than any movie. When this movie gets made, I will stand in line first thing and go see it. I will.
You are on your own, babe. I
don't know about this.
I will make Rachel go watch this movie because she has no choice.
Alexi, you can have my spot in line too.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but this might be a Skibidi not for me. I don't know.
I have plans.
We'll watch
I really do.
Tron and Skibidi Toilet. Those are my two films I'm looking forward to. Look, at got TVs for heads.
Oh boy.
This looks insane. I can't wait for this movie. I can't wait. Yeah. You know what? What have you seen that's more original?
What is she drinking there, Rachel?
It's very original.
I haven't seen anything that's more original than the last. I would rather see this than anything from the fucking
right, David Banner.
The Pooniverse is less original than this.
What makes more money, this or Pooniverse? This probably makes more money, right?
But honestly, there is an argument to be said that kids won't go see it because even though it's for them, it's content based on something they like. They like short forms. They're not going to sit down for 2 hours and watch this.
People who are high will go watch this.
Yeah. I agree. And big budget
kind of drugs to go see this. Acid, mushrooms. This is for you.
Sanity will prevail and they'll cancel this movie. Queen. We'll see. I mean, Michael Bay put a bunch of money into it.
At the end of the day, though, Coco Melon, Skibidi Toilet, all of this is our fault, Lexi. It's all millennials' fault. Our peers we don't have kids. But our peers are putting their kids in front of this content and not monitoring them. And that's our generation's fault. This is the one time, GR, your generation can say that we fucked up.
This is not the first time.
It's definitely the most solid argument. There's other times too, but this one, we didn't kill chain restaurants. We didn't kill all these other industries that we didn't have the money that boomers think we killed. In general, the not specific people, but this time, boomers were right. Boomers were right. We did this.
Skibidi did.
We made a mistake once, The only time we thought we made one.
I'm just not super stoked about this like Lexi is. I'm not sold on it. I'm Skibidi not.
You're going to stand in line? I think she's going to be standing in that line by herself.
Yeah. I will say this, though. There's an audience for it. There definitely is at 43.6 million subscribers. There's definitely an audience.
That's so big. That's it's not Mr. Beast big. Man, fucking Mr. Beast has some impressive goddamn numbers.
And I mean, from 2020, from 2023 till now, that's quick to get that many. It's like a year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
43.6 million. That's why this movie's happening. Even if people
with trend cycles being so fast as they are these days, this is going to be out before the movie comes out. People aren't going to care about this anymore, but it will get made.
It will get made.
Skibidi Toilet has been popular for longer than you think it has. It's been popular for over a year now.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing about it for longer than I wanted to. I know, it's longer than it should be, and it's the guy's been making too much money on it. It's not like one of these, it's not like Hawk to a Girl. It's not like,
Well, no, because
Rachel, I think you're right. By the time they get the film cast, made, post-production finished, the kids will be on to something else.
something else.
Yeah, I mean, they're
what? Huh?
Like, oh man, I like Skibidi when I was like 9 years old, but now that's so lame.
That's so yesterday.
Right. I think Ohio is the word they use for uncool. Yeah. It's so Ohio. What the fuck did Ohio do to any of you children?
I lived in Ohio. I can tell you it's worthy of getting
Ohio do? I don't know, but Skibidi do. According to Michael Bay, Skibidi do, Skibidi won't stop it. Skibidi's happening. Skibidi Toilet's coming.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.